Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. I am Jason, your English teacher.
And I am Julia. I am an English learner just like many of you, and I am so ready to stop feeling nervous when I speak.
It is great to have you here, Julia. Before we start, how was your weekend? Did you practice your English?
Well, I tried, Jason. I went to a coffee shop, and I wanted to order a cappuccino with oat milk. I practiced it in my head 5 times, but when the barista looked at me, I panicked. I just pointed at a black coffee and said that one. I do not even like black coffee.
Oh, Julia, I think every single language learner listening right now knows exactly how that feels. And that is exactly what today's Explainer is all about. We are tackling the most frustrating hurdle for language learners everywhere, moving from studying grammar to actually speaking out loud. Today, we are breaking down a proven playbook to get you communicating with confidence.
So, let's talk about why this happens. Why do we study English for years but still freeze when it is time to speak? Dear listeners, have you ever felt this way? You know the grammar perfectly. You have a huge vocabulary list memorized, but your mind goes completely blank the moment you have to use it in real life.
Yes, that is my coffee shop story exactly. It feels like my brain just turns off.
Exactly. Let's imagine a simple situation. You are reading a manual on how to ride a bicycle. You understand how the pedals work, you know where the brakes are, and you understand the steering. You even get a perfect score on a written test about bicycles. But then, you sit on the actual bicycle for the first time. What happens?
You fall over immediately.
Right, because reading about a physical skill is very different from actually doing it. Speaking English is a physical skill. Your mouth, your tongue, and your brain have to work together in real time. It is not just about memorizing rules in a textbook. What do you think, Julia?
That makes so much sense, Jason. I always treat English like a math test, not like a physical activity. I get so scared of failing the test.
Exactly. And today, we are going to fix that mindset. Here is our agenda for today. 1. Why we get stuck. 2. The daily habit solution. 3. Your solo practice toolkit. 4. Practicing with AI. And 5. Embracing your mistakes. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. Why we get stuck, the fear of mistakes. We get stuck because of how we learn. A lot of us become what we call a passive learner. A passive learner is someone who receives language by listening and reading, but rarely produces language by speaking or writing.
Oh, wait. Does watching 10 hours of movies in English with subtitles make me a passive learner?
Yes, it absolutely does, Julia. Listening helps you understand, but speaking is how you produce. Language learning is not a spectator sport. You cannot sit on the sidelines, watch other people play, and expect to win the game yourself.
I definitely need to get off the sidelines.
You do. Let's do a quick vocabulary section right here. The word is passive. P-A-S-S-I-V-E. Passive. It means accepting or allowing what happens without doing anything yourself. Listeners, repeat after me. Passive.
Passive.
Great. An example sentence is, you will not improve your speaking if you are only a passive learner. If you only watch English videos, you are being passive. You have to use your voice. Section 2. The daily habit solution. Consistency over intensity. Let's look at how we fix this problem. We need to compare the old way of studying with the new way. The old way is cramming. Cramming means studying a massive amount of information in a very short time. For example, studying grammar for 2 exhausting hours on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I always get a headache when I try to study for hours, and then I do not study again for a whole week because I am so tired.
Exactly, Julia. Trying to do too much in one sitting leads to burnout. The new way is much healthier and much more effective. It is just 15 minutes of focused daily speaking practice.
Only 15 minutes? That sounds way too easy, Jason.
It is easy to do, but the secret ingredient is consistency. Let's learn that word right now. Consistency. C-O-N-S-I-S-T-E-N-C-Y. Consistency. It means doing something the same way over time without stopping. Listeners, repeat after me out loud. Consistency.
Consistency.
Beautiful. When you practice for just 15 minutes every single day, you sustain your momentum. It also makes it impossible to use the excuse that you do not have enough time. Listen to this thought from a language community online. Short daily practice is better for your memory. With 5 to 10 minutes a day, you stay in contact with the language consistently, and that matters more than occasional long sessions.
I really love that. Frequent exposure keeps the language fresh in my brain. It doesn't have time to disappear.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. When you come back to English every single day, your brain realizes, oh, this information is important. I am using it every day. I need to keep it. Consistency beats intensity every single time. What do you think, Julia? Could you commit to just 10 minutes a day?
Well, I spend 10 minutes just scrolling on my phone in bed every morning. I can definitely switch that time to speaking English instead.
Section 3. Your Solo Practice Toolkit, the 2-week plan.
Now, you might think you need an expensive tutor or a native-speaking friend to start practicing, but you really don't. You can start right now, completely by yourself, with a simple 2-week plan. Week 1 is all about listening and shadowing.
Shadowing? Like a shadow on the ground on a sunny day?
Good question. Shadowing in language learning means listening to a native speaker and immediately repeating what they say, exactly how they say it. Like an echo, it trains your mouth muscles to make new physical sounds. Then, in week 2, you shift to thinking in English and recording your own voice.
Recording my own voice? Oh, Jason, that sounds scary. I hate hearing my own voice, but I guess nobody else has to hear it, right?
Exactly. It is just for you. You tell short stories to your phone's voice memo app to build your confidence in real time. You can delete it right after if you want to.
Let's talk about the specific tools you can use when you are alone. We have the 60-second rule, shadowing, reading aloud, and self-narration. Self-narration is an amazing tool. You just talk out loud about what you are doing in your daily routine. Let's do a mini role play right now. Julia, pretend you are walking into your kitchen to make breakfast. Just describe what you are doing in simple English. Listeners, notice how simple her sentences are.
Okay, let me try. I am walking into the kitchen. I am opening the fridge. I see some eggs. I will make 2 eggs. I am taking out a frying pan.
Perfect! Listeners, did you hear that? Very simple sentences, but her mouth is moving and she is speaking English in real time. If you do this while cooking or walking to the bus, you easily add 20 minutes of speaking to your day without spending extra time studying. And the 60-second rule? Just pick a topic, start a timer, and speak for 1 minute without stopping. Do not worry about mistakes, just keep moving forward.
Section 4. Practicing with AI, your patient virtual tutor. Once you are comfortable speaking alone, you might want a real conversation. But if you do not have a speaking partner, artificial intelligence is your ultimate judgment-free tool. You can use apps like ChatGPT or Gemini on your phone and turn on the voice conversation mode.
Wait, you mean I can talk to the AI like a phone call?
Yes, and you can say something exactly like this prompt to the AI. You say, "My English is beginner level. Ask me 5 easy questions about myself. Give me a sentence starter. Also, give me feedback."
Oh, I love the sentence starter idea. Sometimes the AI asks me a question, I know the answer in my head, but I just do not know the first word to say.
Exactly. A sentence starter is just the first few words of your answer. The AI gives you a little push to get started. And the best part? The AI never gets tired, it never gets bored, and it never judges you if you make a silly mistake.
When you want more of a challenge, you can level up. Use a prompt like this. Act like an English interviewer. Ask me B1 level questions one by one. After each answer, check my English and tell me my CEFR level.
B1 level and CEFR level? What does that mean, Jason?
The CEFR is simply the standard grading scale for languages. It goes from A1 for absolute beginners all the way to C2 for advanced fluency. This prompt simulates a real, slightly stressful situation, like a job interview.
Wow, having a private tutor in my pocket sounds amazing. But what if the AI asks me a difficult question and I freeze again, just like at the coffee shop?
That is a brilliant point, Julia. Let's do a speaking challenge right now for that exact situation. Listeners, I am going to give you 3 simple phrases you can use when you freeze and need more time to think. I will say the phrase, and I want you to repeat it out loud wherever you are. Ready? Here is the first one. Could you repeat that, please?
Could you repeat that, please?
Great. Listeners, repeat. Could you repeat that, please? Now the second phrase. Let me think about that for a second.
Let me think about that for a second.
Excellent. Listeners, your turn. Let me think about that for a second. And the final phrase. Let me try that again.
Let me try that again.
Perfect. Listeners, practice those sentences. They are your safety net when you feel stuck. Section 5. Embracing your mistakes, the path to fluency. All of this daily practice, all of this shadowing, and all of these AI tools mean absolutely nothing if you do not change your relationship with failure. We have to destigmatize mistakes.
Destigmatize. That is a big word. Does it mean we should stop feeling bad about making mistakes?
You got it, Julia. Exactly. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. They are essential data points. They tell your brain exactly how to improve next time. In fact, science shows that when you make a mistake and correct it, the lesson sticks in your brain much faster than if you got it right the first time.
You know, I used to get so embarrassed when I used the wrong verb tense, but perfectionism really hides your real progress. Communication is just about connecting with people, not passing a strict grammar test.
That is beautifully said. Listeners, let's reflect for a moment. Have you ever missed a chance to make a new friend or have a fun conversation because you were too scared to speak? What is your real goal here? Is it to have perfect textbook grammar? Or is it to share your thoughts, your feelings, and your personality with the world?
Think about this powerful idea. Confidence does not come before action. It comes from action. Too many learners sit on the sidelines thinking, I will start speaking when I finally feel confident. I will speak when I am ready.
But you will never feel confident if you never speak. You are just waiting forever.
Exactly. You cannot wait for the perfect moment to feel ready. You have to do it messy first. The messy action, the stumbling over your words, the awkward pauses, that is exactly what builds the confidence. You have to open your mouth and make the sounds, even if they are imperfect.
So, dear listeners, here is my final reflection question for you. What is one small thing you can do in English today? Instead of worrying about the long, exhausting journey ahead of you, what is one tiny, imperfect step you can take right now?
Maybe it is a 60-second voice recording on your phone. Or maybe it is just narrating your walk to the kitchen to make dinner tonight.
Exactly. Whatever it is, take that step today. Remember, your daily progress matters so much more than perfection. Thank you for joining us on this explainer. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update.
And please leave a comment below. Tell us, what is your biggest fear when speaking English? Let's talk about it together in the comments section.
Great idea, Julia. Keep practicing, embrace the messy middle of your language journey, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep speaking.